All right, as I wait for the live stream, for people to come in the live stream, basically what I want to show you here is you can see on my banner that I have, it says live stream on Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what you should be do if you are missing the live streams is figure out what your time zone is to match my time zone. This is why I can tell you what my time zone is. This is the time zone that I can do it at. And right now, as I'm making this live stream, that is the time. I actually have a fixed time, okay, because it's to help, it's to help empower people, give them the device. There's a lot of information on here. You see over here, there's my Twitter, Instagram, and my website. All the links can be found on my on my YouTube channel. Okay, people. So while I'm waiting for people to come in, hello everybody. While I'm waiting for people to come in, what I'm going to be doing now is giving information to people that are, that have missed the live stream. And so you can see here now, I'm kind of looking at this as how people would look at it, because if I'm logged in, I don't see this. I'll see different things, but this is what you see now. This welcome screen, it also explains about what you should be doing. Basically, I have a created playlist. There's a lot of great information. These are videos of plans that we have been in. I do this year after year after year, month after month after month, quarter after quarter, through all difficult market conditions. I made making live streams as well, just not like in all formats the way I want to. So I'm going to try to include as much information, and not only just talk about the market, but as much information as possible in the live stream. Could be even about some health. There's going to be a lot of things I'm going to do. What you're seeing here, there isn't anything like this, okay? It's an opportunity for people to be managed in a way to succeed. People fail at the market. The failure rates are high. It doesn't even matter if you have the best person behind you. If you're not mentally stable, if you're not understanding that you need to understand how to manage the sun and the rain, you cannot succeed in the market. It's not a possibility. I've dealt with hundreds and hundreds of people, and the problem is the same. I talk about a key new member, and it's a great metric. Her name is Ash, who sent me, over 4K in gifts so far. And one thing that she has done and demonstrates to do is she follows the rules, she studies the videos, and she's active. And because she does all the right things, people, that is why, now people are coming in, we're going to be talking to people soon. That is why she has, and it's proof. I can tell you about people who are not successful and people who are successful. And if you ask me questions about what stuff you've done, you can share and I can critique you and tell you where your weaknesses and strengths are. I'm a leader. I really am the best at this. It's too much documentation proof that I have on my YouTube channel that I could literally overwhelm anyone that would try to say, no, it's not possible what you're saying. I'm telling you it is. There isn't anyone that can dial it down like I can, and that's why I am this optimistic. However, no matter how good a person is to lead, if people out there, if this market isn't easy, okay, that's the facts. I say this to people. If the market was easy, everyone would succeed. And I'm going to tell you some other facts. Like, I get messages from people, the Fed's up, is the market dangerous? Listen, I look at stuff and I had absolutely zero fear today. Do you want to know why? Because my key stocks were telling me everything is fine. Does it mean 100% that everything will be? No. But what I do know is from statistical measurement, year after year after year, I have a great gauge of how to deal with all difficult conditions. When I say something isn't bearish, it ain't bearish. Even when we had a fall in 2018, okay, December, I was calling for a market reversal, and I had a winning plan in BA, 5 winning plans in a row. Now, these are skills that are not There are people don't have these skills. Okay, I am a master leader at this stuff. Okay, if a person takes the time to listen and study what I'm saying, you will see for yourself. I know Ash has done that. So I already know why you will fail, and I can help you to succeed. But if you're not listening to me, I can't help you. It's all here. When you think you know more, you don't know more. I look at the market. What is the market saying? The most powerful entity is the market in general. Right? It's not what the Fed, this person thinks or that person thinks. It's the market. It's not what Carl Icahn thinks, right? It's about what is the market really saying. And I have the ability, through the way I do things, to see this. Year after year after year, I have called this market correct beyond anyone out there. I guarantee this. I actually challenge anyone to share anybody who's done it. I will gladly look over what they're saying and I'll say, do you have, and I will happily be able to debate them that they have not done what I've done because I have it all documented on my YouTube channel. That being said, what's up? What's up, people? What's up? All right, people. That being said, let me put up the charts. People are in. Give me a second here, people. All right, now. So, let's go over the market here. Now, Power Trigger Trade, back in all the times when we were over here, any Wednesday, well, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the facts. Statistical measurement, come on. Oh, is it this one? 1 second. There it is. Okay. So, here's a Wednesday, right? Dead down, right? You go to my live streams, I talk about the market is fine. There's nothing to worry about. We have key supports. It's Power Trigger Trade, right? Boom, correct. Let's take a look at this Wednesday. What was the next Wednesday? Over here, same thing, right? Here's another Wednesday. Basically, I've defended the market over here. Look where the market is. Back to now we went to 301. When the market was going down today, what was I telling my group? I told my group the facts. Key support levels in the SPY. That key stocks were strong. I had people measure me. They go, Power Trigger Trade. The market's dangerous right now. There's a Fed meeting. There's this, there's that. I said, listen, the market's never a good time. So what do I tell people? I say, listen, what we need to do is stick to the plans. We need to stick to what works. I'm not looking at the noise of what anybody's saying. Nobody critiqued the market like me. They only said hypothesis. I have documented plans in my group, okay, that we're long in positions, but I never said we have to sell people. There's an issue. No, I said the way our positions are holding, they're telling me this market wants higher. Look what it does. Listen, people, I know how to read the market, right? This is what separates the clowns, which is about everybody out there, and the leaders, me. There isn't anyone going to tell you it like the way it is. I have people with underfunded accounts that don't want to listen to me. And I say, listen, I'm going to tell how it is. You need to approach the market like a serious business. People treat it like a casino. They want to get the high-flying notes. No. To win this, you got to catch the jackpot. Let me rephrase. To catch the jackpot, right? You've got to be prepared to catch the jackpot. It's not going to come like that. You got to put in the work, the time. That's why I do these live streams. I talk to the people. I talk to the people in my group. I make plans. I make additional plans. I make adjustments. That's nobody knows the future, right? All I can do is I look at what works year after year after year. I know key support levels, how things show up on my stands, how do stocks follow my rules. There is absolutely no one, and I'm talking about no one out there that can dial it down like me. I know this. The people who are able to do anything like me, they needing to throw out 20 plans, people. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. Who finds me to be in my group? The people who are in the group who don't understand, the reason why they don't succeed, and I tell this to some of my key members, is that They don't follow my rules. They're underfunded. They pick and choose plans. Then they miss the winners and they wonder why. I go, listen, it's not about one plan for success. Okay? You're not going to win trying to get the lucky jackpot every time. That's what they're looking for. The lucky jackpot doesn't exist. Doesn't matter how good you are. But you don't have to be. I said at an 80% win rate. Okay, 80% win rate most of the time, not all the time. The only reasons why that can drop for me is due to political issues that throw all kinds of issues into the thing. When I start to struggle, it's due to because the markets well, basically the market is doesn't have the most clear signals, but most of the time it does. That's the good news. And so if you keep at it, I keep telling people this. You gotta listen. I had 3 Roku winning plans in a row, 3, and we exited at the top. We haven't gone in it yet because it's not ready. I'm gonna put up Roku, by the way. So let's put up Roku. So imagine this, people. Okay, we were in Roku. Well, I've had only winning plans in Roku this year, but we were in Roku starting with, I think, what was the first? We were in the 140 call. So yeah, starting around this area. Okay, and as you can see, from the 143 all the way to about 170 area, I had 3 winning plans in a row because it was going up, in my opinion, slowly. And what I did was as we made 100% in one, we rolled out to another, and then we rolled out to another. The last one hit 150%. Now, how did I do this? Now, I was doing this while the market was difficult. Like if you look at the SPY and Roku was going up, but the SPY was choppy going up. Let's take a look at the SPY. So how did I attack the market? I attacked the market with my rules. The SPY didn't go up as much as it's better now than Roku, but during this time, if we look at September the 3rd, and you look at September the 3rd in this area here, where Roku was much stronger than the SPY. Roku, okay? Now, Roku, after that, we never made any new plans because, first of all, it didn't confirm anything anymore, and I've avoided this. And instead, I've got my group into new plans in companies that are following my rule set. So I adapt. I don't just keep trading the same things like someone like an option sniper that has no skill, that only trades Nvidia, whatever. Because when those stocks are out of favor, they become difficult to trade. What I do is I put us in what is following my statistical measurement rules that win year after year after year. And it's a high skill that nobody has out there. Absolutely no one. I am great to manage people with large accounts. Some people want $100,000 accounts with options. You work with me, follow my rules, you're just rolling in the dollar bills. Following my rules is I position you properly, how many options you should trade. The only reason why a person doesn't succeed is if they overtrade. And this is the problem a lot of people have. They overtrade. They do not spread out their trades. So I'll give an example. I've managed people like this, by the way, who have a good account sizes but go in too large. And what happens is they then don't have the funds to get into other plans that would put them in huge surplus gains. Okay? If the market was easy, I tell people this all the time, everyone would succeed. It is not. Okay? But if you treat it like a serious business and you put the right efforts and skills, which I manage and I teach and I preach, listen, I do the live streams, okay? I'm preparing us before the market opens all the time, okay? This is not day trading what we're doing. We are doing swing trading, directional trading, real movement trading. Day traders cannot catch moves like Roku. Roku was just following 3 winning plans in a row. 3 in a row, difficult times. Now, that being said, that's right, Mad Trader. Well said. Great. Hello, everybody. All right. So, what was I saying here? Now, so SPY people, listen, people. Anybody new, listen to me carefully. You want to study my live streams, okay? If you go to my live streams and you listen to what I'm saying, you hear me. Listen, nobody called them. I've been calling Spy 300 since the massive fear back over here, people. Right over here. We're not talking about when things are sunny and roses. No, over here, people. You understand? Right over here. I got the documented proof. Anyone wants to doubt me, come and fork out the millions of dollars. I'm telling you, everything I'm saying is a verifiable proof on my YouTube channel. Nobody can do what I do. I'm telling you this, people. My YouTube channel is like it's a gold mine it's not found, because it's not like I'm easily found on YouTube, right? I have a guy, runs a channel, Start Market Investing. I mean, he's messaged me and saying, your stuff isn't being found on YouTube, and I know this problem already. So I'm working on these issues. He said, your stuff should blow up. But the reality is people have the wrong mindset. So even if you have one of the best persons in the world to guide you, which is me, okay, in the world when it comes to this market investing, I'm the best at this, bar none. I have too much documented proof on my YouTube channel, okay, that I would love to go over people who have. I says, listen, do you have anybody that can dial the market down like this? You know, so imagine, forget about with options. Someone says, okay, you manage things, Sandro. We're going to give you a whole bunch of. We're going to give you. We want you to buy shares, not just options. Like, kill it for us. I'll outperform those guys because in short time swing, because I have to do it with the options is harder because I'm I'm looking for direction within a month period. Okay, within a month, and all my plans, we've been hitting so many plans that hit 100% wins. Okay, now losses occur, but they occur far less than the winners do. Because in reality, the market changes its mind about something. I don't fight with the market. I let it go. It's what you don't understand, people. A lot of people, they fight, they go, no, no. The only time I buy a little lower for something, let's say when it comes to cases with Apple, is because Apple never violated anything wrong. And I treat Apple a little bit differently. But a lot of things that I do, it's just very rare do I do what I've been doing. Just that, again, I adapt to the market, okay? I'm always in basically new plans. Very rare do I do follow-up plans of 3 in a row. But if it deems necessary that I see that stock is better than 10 others, I would rather make additional plans even though it's going higher. That's the difference between me. You won't see anyone do this, right? No options trader out there can do what I'm doing on my YouTube channel. I challenge anybody. I mean, I wish someone would come, and then show me that they do it anything better. It's a joke, I already know this, people. All right, now, so what I'm trying to tell people is that you want to study, what I'm saying on the YouTube. If anybody has a question, to ask me questions so I can guide you in the right direction. But here we are, Spy 301. Stock Clown was thinking he was right when it was going down. I go, listen, people. Even if the market was going down, was to go down, okay? What I do is I rather follow my rules. Okay. I don't want to lose. You don't want to lose money. Here's another problem a lot of people is people don't understand that they are winning and losing money for the wrong. If you win money for the wrong reasons, you're going to lose a lot more than you gain. When you win money for the right reasons, you're going to win a lot more times. You understand? What I do is I try to avoid bad trades. Now listen, I've managed a lot of people, and it doesn't matter. It's a mental, I tell you, problem. The reason why people fail is they don't, it's all in here too. First of all, they don't have the skills, number one. And number two, even if they have the skills, so let's say you're working under my watch. If you don't follow my rules, if you don't understand about the sun and the rain that I warn about, you're going to lose in the long run, even with the best behind you. That's why I tell people to study, follow my rules, subdivide your. I had so many people tell me, I didn't get into that plan, Sandra. I go, why? I was in too many options. And so I started telling people, listen, I start telling new people to come in, listen, you've got to, I ask the people their account size and I give them a rule set. I know how to help people succeed, but if they don't want to listen to my rules, and they're gonna listen. You're gonna burn out and lose. I'm gonna tell you straight out. This is for the. I said this many times. I'll say it again. Success in the market is for the few and not the many. And the reason being is you don't have the discipline to succeed. Okay. First of all, I tell people you got to look at also physical health. Like if you don't have any physical health, right there, that means you don't have very good discipline on its own, right? What I demonstrate is I have discipline in two metrics, okay, which is what you're not going to see out there. You may have traders that claim whatever, but they don't have any health discipline. So they look like they're gonna, a year, 10 years down the line, look like they're gonna have a heart attack. I'm here to inspire younger people to get into shape because I'm making them look I'm making them look bad. I mean, I make a lot of people look bad compared to my age. Like I make them look bad. Like I'm telling you, I walk around in society. I know it's in the gyms, and I make a lot of people that are 10, 20, 50, 20 years younger than me. I make them look bad. Literally, I got this discipline here in two metrics. That's what makes me the best. Best in the market, but the market making money isn't my only concern. I tell people about health. I go, you don't have your health. This money means nothing. You give me a bill. With health you can rule the world. The world. Without it, even if you have billions, you don't rule the world. You can rule the world. If you give me $50 billion and I got health, what do you think I'm going to do with it? I can do a lot more than if I don't have the health. We're talking about the person who has the 50 billion, how they move it. You understand me, people? I'm just talking in terms of the power of health can, and it's more important. So it's not about just about money. But I'm just saying, just to give you an example, okay? So the power of health is the most important commodity, and that's what I teach. I show it in my YouTube channel. I put these videos and showing of, come on, like this is 1% in the world. There are men. Don't forget, there's people that look amazing and are gonna be better. But I'm talking about on a natural level, in my age group, you're lucky to hit 1% in the world because people don't have the mental skills for self-health. They don't. You're not taught that. And the same with the market. Do you think that people have the skills to properly make money in the markets? Are you out to you must be out to, they don't. So why am I telling you this? I want you to think about what I'm saying here. Right? My YouTube channel is littered with proof that if you study it, you'll see that. And in my live streams, I back it up. Anything, I answer questions, and I talk about the market. Any well, see, that's the thing about sloppy trade. I have no sloppy trades. This is a reality here. Now, that's a good when you start talking. So the key to succeed is to be consistent. You need a good rule set, a strategy that is consistent in all market conditions. Okay, which most people don't have, and you want to stay consistent. That's what I do. If I go into something breaking my rules, then there's something to get upset with. So I am so careful to just follow my rules. That's it. People don't do that. That's another reason why you fail. I guarantee you, I'm speaking to you right now, people. You don't follow you. I bet you many money you've lost many times not following a rule set, doing things by a gut feeling, watching a thing, not with real skill, or selling things when you should have held them and then cry about it. I know I was there once upon a time, long time ago. I know that that's a struggle that most people to this day have. We're talking about the majority out there. So coming into my group, listening to my seed, asking me questions, reading it's an opportunity for me to not only help you, not just in making money in the markets, but also to have health the right way. I'm going to be teaching and preaching about that as well. So then you have true health and wealth. See, you can make all the money you want, but if you're a sick dog, if you're a sick man, you got nothing. Oh, yeah, no, but it's okay, Mad Trader. That's not what I mean. I meant, honestly, a lot of people do sloppy traders, mad thing, right? They let emotions get to them. Right? They don't follow the rules. The thing is going down. Oh. I tell people all the time. I throw out key support numbers. Year after year after year, anybody who's really studied, they'll notice how consistent I am on sticking to my rules. And if something doesn't work out, we're out. Anybody who's really followed me, and I'm talking about really, and again, that is not a lot of people they who don't have the discipline. I'm telling you, listen, I've thrown so many people out of the group, and it's the same issues. So I'm very selective of who I take in now. The process is very selective because it's about I get a lot of satisfaction of seeing people like someone like Ash coming into the group, which is I keep telling her that if I'm giving you praise and proper thing, it's because I have a lot of experience dealing with people, and there you are. She's in an elite group of a small percentage, which is who I want in my group. That small percentage, right? And there could be hundreds of them out there, but they just don't know. They just don't know. And so I keep doing these live streams. I make the thing until and help. And again, I mean, Ash seemed to have found me through YouTube, right? And so, and it wasn't through Twitter metrics, right? So, and in percentage wise, I find her to be one of the best new kind of members coming from YouTube, comparing to Twitter. Now, Twitter and stock. I used to do stock tweets. So stock tweets a couple of years ago was good, but a lot of people were, again, if they came in, they were clowns, So it really attracted a lot of clowns people. So the quality again was very small, but there was something. Now I guarantee now it's all clowns and zero quality. The quality is going to come from Twitter. The quality will come from YouTube, but it will be always a small percentage because most people look at the market as a casino. They have no strategies. They want to just get that lucky hot trade. And by the way, you'll get those, but you will get 10 other ones because you made the money the wrong way. Listen to me. You either take my word for it or learn the hard way with pain and suffering 10 years down the road. I will win year after year after year after year after year because I'm using skill, not luck. There's a big difference. Skill never runs out, luck does. All right. You got out Ruko at the correct time. Did your system tell you to get? No, Joe. The system didn't say Ruko was going to go down. I'm not claiming that I knew Ruko was going to go down. That's not what I'm saying. Good question, Ruku. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying was that the reward to success ratio wasn't in favor. I was waiting for Ruko to give me a new, but it never did. And in fact, it started to look that had issues when it fell. So we avoided that. That's not because if I would have known it was going to fall like that, I'm going to be issued. Now, I explain you what happened here. Why the stock did what it did. It had nothing to do with the company being bad or whatever. It had to do with Apple. I found out the reasoning by Dexter messaging me, telling me about Apple's streaming service, which affected. This is why Roku is taking a dump right now. It's affected by Apple. Okay, Roku has made a phenomenal run, but what affected this was not told by my system. No, I'm not. All I did was follow the rules of my system. We got out. We never went in because at the point in time, my system was telling me, and I looked at the facts, that it wasn't what. Even though I thought at the time that Ruko would go much higher, I saw that it needed time to prove that to me before I could get us into it again, Joe. So we backed away from Ruko. This again is all documented and true. Anyone was to go look into my stream, into Power Group Trades, it's all there. It's due to system discipline, system rule sets, and something nobody has. I developed something with, especially with my skill, that is unparalleled to anything out there. There's nothing that matches it. I know this. It's superior to anything out there because there is no system to warn you that this is going to. Honestly, the only reason why this fell differently now, this is falling due to Apple. And obviously, Apple's streaming service caused uh, uh, has caused fear for Roku. But Apple, by the other hand, gave us other signals. And what do? We went into Apple, make dollar bills in Apple. You see, people, my system is evolving into what is in our favor. And I go into that. When it's not in favor, we cut it and we move on. And that's what nobody can do. They're still stuck with Roku. Oh, let's buy the dip. No, I ain't going to look at Roku right now. Why? When there are better stocks than Roku. And that, people, is the big difference of what I am doing than what anybody else is doing out there. You can go listen to all the hoorays. I tell it how it is. It's hard work and discipline. But I got documented proof year after year, quarter after quarter, live stream after live stream that I call the market direction. Better than anyone out there. People guessing this, that. I don't care who it is. You name it, I have documented proof that squashes them. Peter Brand, I don't care who it is. I got a documented proof. You know, when Peter Brand only says what is the obvious thing, but that's not how you make money. It's how do you make money when things are not obvious? See, everybody wants that obvious. You know, the market looks good now, let's get in. When the market looks good, it could be the worst time to get in the market. Did anyone ever think about that? Most of the time, the market never. Listen, people were saying, "Look, I got the stock clown, okay, on record. The SPY is a bubble at 216." People were saying the SPY was too high. Listen, people, let's take a look at this here. I mean, people want to guess. They don't have skill. I do. You know, all through 2016, you probably can't even see that far. People were calling the market was too high in 2016. The stock clown too high. Look where the stock market is, stock clown John. In 2018, it's a high, it's a bubble. He thought it was the end over here, right? When it was down here, he thought it was in. He thought it was right. Look who we are. I was right. I've been right. When people like what's his name Carl Icahn was calling for a market collapse in 2016. I have documented proof of me having 5 winning plans in the SPY back when there was massive fear in 2016. Anybody who has any real skill or any idea of the market and understanding what I just said there will blow your mind. I had people back then who were following. They thought I was nuts. But I was massively correct. To this day, I call for a higher market. Since then, in 2017, 18, 19, in all different difficult situations, and I had plans to make us money. Now, if you tell me anybody out there who's done that consistently like me, show me. But they ain't sharing it publicly. I have shared it. The only difference what I've been doing now is managing more, way more. Because I saw a need. I saw people, that's what I wasn't doing in 2016. I was posting the plans, but I wasn't managing like I am now. And when I started managing, I started realizing that people weren't even following, even listening to. There was and there wasn't. And so that's why I just started doing a lot and started giving more and more rules, because I know that honestly people are destined to fail. They have the wrong mindset, no discipline, and are destined to fail. Destined to fail. So Dexter says, there are hundreds of stocks that make up the market. Only a few are great. Many are crap and many are frauds. The keys, right. So that's a good question. That's a good thing, Dexter, point to make. But that's what I do. My system is based on what is the best. Like what's the highest probability and what can pay us 100%. And if I see it makes my list, I put it in. There could be 10, and I gotta narrow it down. I can't tell my group 10 plans. I'm always narrowing things down. And today we were in 4 plans, and all of them maintained well in all the fear, and it went up at the end of the day. What does that say? You know, tell me anybody doing that. I already know. I mean, I got the market in the palm of my hands. I have the power to do anything I want. You hear me talk confident every live stream, right? Now I'd like to have a competition with somebody, that wants to put up some money, and then I like to, crush him. But no one in the right man. If anybody would study what I'm saying, it'd be crazy to try to go up against how I do things. They wouldn't be able to do it within my constraints. He does it in 5 plants, and he has a win rate of 80% within 5 plants. Hmm. I need 20. I can't do that. They can't do. None of the services can do that. The services can't dial it down. It's a mathematical equation. Why a service will whatever. When you got thousands of members, okay. If the 1,000 members, okay, happen to, and this is where why most all those members eventually lose money, because they're still up to them to manage themselves. And that's another problem people have: very poor management skills. Very poor. That's right, Dexter. Well, that's what I've been teaching. That, well, the volume, David, it is much more to it than that. It is based on volume, but I'm looking at the big picture of something. I look at so many factors, David, that um, you have to be, like I have people who study with me. I look at so many factors that I'm so good at doing. That is it's easy for me, but it's a lot of information, right? But yes, I do look at a lot of factors, volume. There's so many patterns, so many factors I look at. But my system has something very unique. I have the ability to dial things down. So, for example, you have 10 stocks that all look good, okay? But my system tells me what's the highest probability of A, B, C. And then I dial it down, I put it out for my group. Now, when my stuff starts to fail, okay, there is usually one reason. There is very difficult market condition turbulence, or the market's going to have a market correction massively. Most of the times when that happens, the market goes down very bad. When my stuff don't want to confirm or do well, that is a big sign right there, and that I know from whatever. So this is why I know if I call a market is going to go down badly, then you're going to see. But right now, that is far from the reality. As I said, the only reason what would cause a market, the market right now, in my opinion, is engineered for higher prices. 310, 320 SPY, something like that. Don't know this year what exact number, but we're definitely heading higher. And today's action does say that. There's a lot of rotation going on. So what's happening is certain stocks can be in favor and fall out of favor, and other ones go into favor. So there's a lot of change happening. Okay, and so I'm always on the top of everything, right? I'm putting my group into the highest probabilities, and when that stuff, and again, not everything's going to work, and that it doesn't matter. What matters is that I'm going to get us into something that will fix the issue and put us forward, not to dwell on what doesn't work. Because as soon as you dwell on something, you're finished. Game over for you. Again, bad management skills is out there. That's why people are going to fail. I don't care if you have a service doesn't manage you. You still are not managed properly. I guarantee you this. Okay, no one, no sir, is going to do what I'm doing management, and I do it. And I say I do it for free for a reason. The reason is I want a person to really follow my rules, succeed, and then be able to send me gifts. Okay? That way we are helping people, other people. Like, because Ash is so successful and does so well, I tell her, you are helping other people, because I might keep a person who, whatever, give them some more chances, though I really dial that thing down, because you, as a person who has who sets a good example, to say, look at, that's why, look what she's doing. She's in the group like you. Why is she doing well and you're not? So ask yourself the question, right? So I'm trying to help people mentally come out of a mental coma. That's right. Yeah, right. That's right, David. But Apple could have dropped. Listen to me. Apple didn't. Apple could have dropped. Could have dropped, but it didn't. One of the reasons was that the SPY was above key support levels. So while the market was dropping, people like the stock clown thought the market was going to go down. The market is good to trick the majority, okay? And so obviously the majority was thinking the market was going to go down. What I told my group was, there's a good sign based on how our stocks are doing, the market is going to go up. I said, if not today, tomorrow. And it happened to go up today. So it didn't matter to me if it went down tomorrow. It was down today and went up tomorrow. The market didn't say anything that it was doing. In fact, it's back to positive zones. If the SPY would want to go down tomorrow, it doesn't mean anything. It's just part of a process. The market's setting up for higher prices. Mark my words. Market, unless something negative happens, like some political issue, this thing's going higher. End of story. Documented on my live streams. I've said it. I've said this all through here, all through August. SPY 3. Listen, SPY 300 again. I have people down. Listen, clowns, people who are losers, doubt me. I'm right again about, the SPY didn't go 300. They just don't get it. Listen, man. Did the SPY not go to 300? Not only did it went to 300 now 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row. Ask people if I was crazy back then calling for SPY 300. They'd say, this guy's off his rockers. Am I off my rockers now? You want to go to my live streams. Listen. We gotta go back. I gotta go back and because we got Wednesdays. Right there. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. I gotta go into my things. I already know what I said over here. Okay. No word. Listen. If I'm saying something, it's a valid truth. In other words, my advice makes people money. That's what it comes down to. It's powerful advice that makes money. However, you need to understand what I'm doing, have trust, and you do need to study. You do need to work on yourself. I'm being honest. You can have the best person behind you, but if you're mentally unstable, you're gonna fail. I guarantee it. I tell it in the live streams to tell people, listen to what I'm telling you, man. I have the skills. It's backed up. I made the leap. I crush anyone out there that says they otherwise. I already know that no one can do it. I look around. Look, there was this option sniper parading around. These are the guys that suck in the paraders. The guy is gone. I'm here telling it how it is and winning. And I ain't stressed out because I know the big picture. I've done it year after year. These are clowns. And now the clowns, all those other people are chasing the other party poop, the quick buck. Where all those people on the option sniper, they're left like all that studying. What? The only reason why you fail in my group is you. Not me. I'm here. I got the documented proof winning. You. I have people like Ash sending me $1,000 gift. And one of our biggest gifts last thing by getting to, what does that say? Show me a service doing that, getting that respect. Show me. Where? You show me. Show me. Gift we're talking about. Not I have no way. I don't have no. It's gift. It's sent. Free will. I can't pull it. I can't pull it from her. He has to send it. And by the way, that due to where she is, the PayPal even took out like $40-50 uh, to deliver it. But that's because of location, right? Not everybody. I'm just saying because of the amount and location. So think about that carefully, right? What does she do? What has she done? And I've said this to her, and I tell people. All she did was one thing. And the funny story was I kicked her out by mistake, And you know how she replied to me? She messages me, Sandro, how do I send you a gift? And I had kicked her out of the group because she didn't realize of a certain rule to follow. But she's like, how do I send you a gift? And of course, she explained to me. I said, what happened? And then she said, I didn't know the long story short, because it's different time zones. I'm putting her back in the group, but I kicked her out. She still sends me gifts. What does that prove to me? It proves to me that everything that I'm telling you right now, and what does it prove? Right? It proves that everything I'm telling you is a valid truth. Okay, every word valid truth. If you want success, it's in my group. Not only just to make more money, but for your health. Okay, it's on my channel. If you're looking for, if you really want it, here, like I want it. I want my health and thing. I really want those things. That's why I put all this effort. It's there. But the reality is, that is not what a lot of people are looking for. They are looking for the quick, rich, get quick scheme. Don't exist. Go ahead, keep chasing it. That's why the market kills it. It takes money from those people like crazy, chasing those services that claim all these things. They're the ones putting money in their pocket. That's why I decided to charge nothing. I know that someone who's very serious in my group, that follows my rules, will succeed. But it's effort, study. It's not an easy thing. Any questions from anybody new? Any stories to sell? Any questions to ask that I could help you succeed? I ask people to ask me questions. If you're in my group, and you're not doing as well, ask me a question so I can give you a direct answer that you can even help. Don't be shy. Say something that could help. In fact, you might ask a question that could help somebody else. But if you're quiet and you're not succeeding, then you have nothing but yourself to blame, because I do the live streams to answer questions, reasonable questions from someone serious, to guide them, to get them in the right directions, to make them think about something. You're not going to see people do that. That's right, Joe, I do. So that's a good question, Joe. So for example, let's take Apple, for example. If there's a good plan I like that has thing, I subdivide everything equally. So for example, if I'm going to go in 12 contracts per plan, then I go 12. So for example, with Roku, that's what I did. 12, 12, 12 each time, right? It doesn't matter, win or lose, 12, 12. So why does this work? I'll give you an example. If I go into 5 plans, 2 lose, 50%. The other 3 are up 300%. Did I lose? or did I win? Now, if I went into the ones that lost and I cried about it, which a lot of people do, or doubled down, which a lot of people do, and you miss the winning ones, what happens? You lost. Sandro, I lost money. Did you go into... No, I was stuck in... Do you know how many times I had people like this in my group when I wasn't managed? I'm going to myself. We just had 3 huge winning plans and you haven't made any money? What's wrong here? Game people. You're in a superstar group. Only 5 plans. You only choose 2. Maybe underfunded, whatever it is. You went too heavy. And you don't win when we win on... And I'm giving an example of 5 plans. 3 big winners, 2 were losers, we'll say. And that's rarely... That doesn't even happen. Most of them are... If you miss the winners... Oh, I didn't go into because they were... maybe even the 3 of them were like, one was a break even, the other 2 were a loser, but the other 2 were super winners. I'll give you these different variables. Because I don't equally divide, and I talk about all the plans. So if I post a confirmation means we go in. It doesn't mean we don't go in. It means we go in. Anything that confirms, we go in. I limit it. We're never in more than 5 or 6 plans. And the reason why we're going in more of them is because we're winning. I manage everything, believe me. And if I think we should go into more plans, there's a reason for it. It's all... If I think things are too dangerous, I scale back the plans. I scale them back massively, and I only get us into fewer. That's management. That's what people lack out there. Or what people do is they go in way too many contracts. Sandro, I put all my money in 2 plans. What? How big's your account? Oh, it's 10K account, and I put all the money in 2 plans. What I tell people with first of all, even if a person had a 10K account, what I'd recommend people to do with a 10K account, and you want to really succeed in my group, I tell people 2 contracts per plan. Only 2. They're aware if they're in 5, you never lose if you have the right money management. In other words, you're able to handle losses but catch the gains. That's why I talk about people. You can't win. You can't have a total win off of 1 plan. You're not trying for hitting a jackpot. It's not like winning the lottery here. You have to attack the market with skill. So I do the live streams to talk to people mentally. Answer questions like this, which is good. So if anybody who's they might think about themselves, you know what, I need someone like this to help me. Come in my group, I'm going to help you. I do the live streams to help people, to talk to them. You see me. You don't see just a voice, you see the face. You don't see like the stock clown hide with their voices. You see the passion. You see the the heart. I care. I tell it how it is. I get emotional with it because I get mad and I scream and yell, but it's due to the frustration of listening to seeing people that are who do the same crazy mistakes, and they cry and complain when they don't realize that that problem is them. And trust me, people, I have this experience. I've had hundreds of people in my group I kicked out. Hundreds. You have to understand that. The numbers are always small, kicking them out. And now, obviously less people come in because I have a filtering criteria that they don't even make it. There's too many clowns out there. Luckily, the right people come in like Ash that keep it going. I get some short-term people, but again, they're looking for that quick buck. They make it, and then they're gone. But they were at least genuine to send gifts or whatever. I'm looking for people who want to really succeed year after year after year. And then I want to teach people, what about your health? Because without that, I think that the health industry is all wrong. They got it all wrong, And the people need so much help in that. And, my voice isn't strong enough in that, I'm not found enough in that area, which I'm working on now. But, I say I want to help the real serious people, because there is information out there. I just believe people need to be coached, If you're not the best in your health, right, get coached, right? get coached by somebody that you respect, that can help you get there. Listen, athletes, world class athletes, are getting coached to be their best. And they look amazing. But to get to where they really want to be, they get coached. This is a reality. And it's no different than the average person. To invest in themselves, that gives you a fire to succeed because you've invested in something. When you leave it in your own hands, you'll keep making excuses. Listen, it's again all here. And not enough skill either, but mentally is one problem, but then the skill is lacking of understanding. That's another problem. So it's almost like there's no reason why we have an epidemic of problem in society, today's society. And it stems in two metrics: money and health. Two things that I am very good at. The health part and the wealth part, these are the two things I've been studying. Listen, when it comes to the stock market and in my health, that's what I've been involved in since 18 years of age, right? That's me. So there's no wonder, like, you're coming up against somebody, right? That's watched the market through all different periods of time. And I know there's nobody out there that matches my skill set levels in terms of being able to dial things down. That is a fact. That's what you get in my group. Every service is clown driven. They're gonna just listen to me. All I care about is trying to help the right people. I warn people that that's the fact of the matter. Is if you've gone through that, listen. I had a guy, Shia. First of all, let me tell you a story. Shia was in a paid membership group, came but followed my advice, and I was just posting stuff at the time. I was on StockTwits. And then Shia messages me and says, Sandro, I just made 30K in Apple. We're talking about for options here, right? 30K. And it got my attention that he had put so much in some of my plans. Mind you, he was working with, I think, a 200K account at the time. But still, it's a bit high at 30K, but maybe it was okay. 30K, we're talking about, he's buying 100 contracts in Apple. Regardless, that was the kind of faith he had in my plans, and he was taking that advice, and he found that the service advice was garbage. I think that services advice in comparison. This is how I know people. And Shia invested to work with me, okay, to learn. And again, I found a lot of the weaknesses that I tell people in Shia: money management, overly aggressive in thing. Yes, when things work out, and I told him and I warned him about that. Long story short, if Shia followed my rules, he would make. Let's say he made $100,000 in profits, he would make triple that, following my rules to a T. It's just a, so dealing with people one on one that I did deal with experience. I know the limiting factors. It's common everywhere, widespread. 95% of the people have this issue. The other 5% may have the discipline, but have lacked the skill. So it's skill, then right discipline, right mindset equals success. Few people in the world will truly. That's why the market will go up. That's why people are told the market's a casino. They start telling people to sell options, calls and all that stuff, because they don't know how to really make money like I do through real movement, through real understanding. That's the problem out there. Good night. Oh, hi Sandra, I'm new here. Would like to find out how to check your tweets for trades. Do I need? No, what you need is to get inside of Power Group Trades. The group is free. You did message me, Mirage. Um, on my Twitter page, I have to show you this over here. So let me show you. This is a good question. Let me show you this. Give me a sec here. Oh, fucks. You know what? Why is this not... Okay, hold on a sec, people. Oh, okay. All right. All right, so you see, you know, it's pretty plain sight here. Pin tweet, I even send you a thing. Study the video. I don't want anybody in just anybody in my group, Mirage. There's a reason for it. It's pointless to go inside my group when you have no inkling or understanding of what I'm really doing, okay? And so if you do study my videos, you're able to then properly understand and then get into the group. Okay, so you see, people, it's all there. You know, I've made it really foolproof, so to speak. If you have a set of eyes and, and ears, and you have that willingness to want to learn to learn the truth, you need to study. No one's going to do that for you, right? Then I gladly, when I know you, you've followed my instructions. I know you're somebody that has a possibility to do well. I put you in the group. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty simple. Good night, people. That's a good question, and there's your answer, Mirage. So I sent you the thing. You study daily basis. I update my group daily basis. Support, you name it. I guide. I do it all in the group. Management. Something you'll not listen to me. Something the kind of management I'm doing is something that you have to pay top dollar for. That's the reality. Top dollar. But I've proven doesn't matter about does the person listen. If the person listens to me, I know the end result will be net positive. But that's what people lack. They want the casino. I know this. I measured people. Any other question? It was a good questions. Any questions from somebody new? Good night, Joe. I'm gonna be posting a nice plan inside of Power Group Trades tomorrow. Thank you, Ash. Good night, Ash. Thank you. I mean, this is a serious member, Ash. I mean, $4,000 in gifts, follows my rules, active. I mean, it's proof. If you just hear that, think about it carefully. Why would possess a person to do that? Just think about it carefully. Wake up and smell the coffee. Yeah, Power Group Trades is on Twitter. PRN Premcell. Yeah. Again, on PowerTarget Trade, there's a pinned tweet. It explains, and it's even this. You'll find the information even on my live stream. It explains how to become a member. Take the time, study. If you want to get yourself in quickly, spend a few hours. Don't. You're gonna get in there. Listen to me. Follow the rules. I know. You're gonna send. First of all, you're gonna be sending me a message. I already know. I'll be asking you questions, and if I think you're worthy, I bring you in my group. My group, it's all plans are. I'm preparing my group for everything, support, plans, what to do. It's all in my group, detailed. It's free because I believe that if you come in my group, you will succeed. You will find value. You will send me gifts, bar none. The only way that won't happen is because you don't follow the rules. You're over trading for your account size, and that would be the only reason. But that's why I ask people to study. It says before you come to my group, gain the trust by studying my YouTube channel, and therefore you will be able to. Because I know out there's a lot of But honestly, there is nothing like what I'm doing out there. I know this. Like what I've done, does you know, is the trust I've received from certain people. It proves it to me. You know, it's just that if people are thinking like a casino, I ain't going to appeal to them. I only going to appeal to someone who realizes that they have an issue, that they need to be guided, and they need to change to really succeed. Not just on the plans I post, but how you manage things. And I'm going to do that. You're going to learn so much being in my group, following my rules, studying my YouTube channel. Trust me on this. It's bar none. Hope that answers your questions. But oh, Vinny Teehee, you're a champ, Senator. Let's keep making the money. Yeah. Well, it's work. You know, there is no there is sun in the rain in this thing, and that won't change. You know, I've been going through this quarter after quarter, year after year, and what I say does happen. And I don't think anybody quarter per quarter, year after year, would have said it like me. I have not seen one person out there, especially on a public level. If there's anybody that's matched anything like that, they're charging millions for their service. You heard? I'm not joking here. I'm seriously saying millions. Because the advice I give, it's millions. It's worth millions. It really is. Calling real direction, there is very valuable information. But as I said, you can't tie it into one plan. You've got to keep at the market. It's like if you're going to a job, you know, does the company pay you if you miss a day? Yeah, okay, bar none from sick days. I'm talking about they pay you daily, right? So why do you think that, or if you're running a company, do you not go to the company and see what's going on a daily basis? So why is the market any different, dealing with what's going on a daily basis, dealing with the difficult times, the sunny times, making the adjustments? It's the same thing, but people look at the market and they want to look at it as a casino and wonder why they're not winning. It's not a casino. It's not betting on a sports game. It's an important barometer of, you know, the market means company. It's such an important part of the economy. A higher market means the market there's good things happening, or growth, or they're doing things. And when the market is collapsing, going down, that is not what, you know, that is only that's a negative thing, right? And I assure you that has an effect on all kinds of people, even people who work. When the market's not doing very well, people could be losing their jobs. So people, please, this market serious business to an understanding, and I understand it not by what the news is saying. The news people don't know, have a clue what they're saying. That's why they work in the news. They are workers. I'm a leader. It's a big difference between a worker and a leader, right? Big difference. I do the live streams, I make the videos, I have the documented proof, I have the people sending me gifts who do study what I'm saying. I've proven myself over and over again. And I have extreme competence to deal with anything out there. If it's not me, if I'm saying something's bearish, trust me, you're gonna see what's gonna happen. You don't want to say PowerTarget Trades warns that there's a bad thing that can happen to the market. you, but you know, PowerTarget Trade, the big picture leader, has been saying, calling for SPY 300, right? And in 2018, before I go here, that's what we did. We were close, okay, but political issues were stopping it, right? But we were much closer to 300, 700 points off. And in the big picture of things, that's where we were, because that's what the market was telling me. And I explained it in live streams and reasons and everything. You don't see anybody do that. No service will do that, because they're not transparent. You go over my live streams, you'll say this guy's the most accurate thing I've ever seen. It's all there. I got other. Listen, I could talk like this because I know what I've said. Nobody matches me. Nobody. That's why I know. If you fail because you don't work. If I tell you you're gonna fail by not following my rules, you're gonna fail. I'm telling you straight out. If you listen to me, though, it's a different story now. And look? What's the proof? You go, you go look at some of the videos where you see Ash sending me gifts. Listen, ask yourself a question. A new member who just followed since April, over $4,000 in gifts. So I want you to think about that. One person, right? No service out there will ever, on a one-person basis, ever see that in their lifetime. From respect, from the skill, because it's what I'm doing. And it's not just her. I've had a lot of great people, but she's someone new that came in. That why I use her as a metric is I haven't seen anyone new, or I've had members in my group, they didn't come even close to what she's doing. And they've been following me even for years. Simply put, they don't study enough. They don't follow my rules. It's that simple. You can't succeed. If you don't have a proper plan, right mindset, you're not listening to a leader, what he's saying. You don't have a prayer in the market. The market is here to the market will take your money like this. It's a fact. I'm telling you. I was a guy suffering in the market. But I persevered. And then I created something from the pain. See, from great pain and suffering comes great power. Well, that's the thing, Matt Trader, because if your account size is small, right? You got to understand that no matter how good I am, no matter how correct I can be, what if something goes wrong? Now, if you if we subdivide plans, I assure you I will have a comeback. I always do, year after year. But if you are so enrooted in one area that you miss the comeback plan, imagine here. It's a good question. You said something really good, Matt Trader. Honestly, guys, the SPY was crashing. Okay, do you know? I was telling people the market. I was saying this market's going down for the wrong reason. And you know what I did? I had a plan, and I told my group, I have a secret weapon. You know what the secret weapon was? BA. And I delivered with one company. All I did was get us in one plan, and a few others. But it was the draw. 5 winning BA plans in a row. No one, and I mean no one, did that. No service, no one said that or did that back there. Because the market had pulled back 80%. But I knew, I could tell by the key stock. Listen, the systems I created are so powerful. That's why I know nobody can do this. It's top 1% in the world could say what I said back then. I get excited and upset because I know what I said, what I did over here. I have the proof, documented proof. And I'm telling you people, think about this carefully. I'm calling SPY 300 in this. In this. How? Because I read the market. That's how. And not only did I dig us out of this, I dug us out with 5 huge winning plans in BA. Did some people not get in them all? No. But PowerTarget Trade, the one who, Ash was not even in my group at this point in time. Ash came in April month. Right? So she did go through the difficult times, yet followed my rules. See, the market wasn't smooth, right? What she did was, what I found out is massive study of she massively studied my stuff. And would just message me in awe on what I've done. That's what a lot of people lack. They lack the study. They're looking for that sunshine, rainbow, gambling, casino wins. Don't exist on market. You might get lucky in a short period, but the market really, to catch the jackpot, you gotta be there. You gotta be ready for it. I am ready for the jackpot. I assure you, I'm ready for the jackpot. And I'll be catching the jackpot, and I'll be documenting the jackpot. Are you gonna be with me in the jackpot? Or are you gonna be a loser missing the jackpot? That's up to you. That's up to you. Good night, Victor. Right. Have a good night, people. As I said, people, as I said, the live streams that people do miss, I hope you get the message of what I'm saying here, okay? As I'm here, and every stock that I put I have winning plans, all documented on my YouTube channel. You do the study, you really, and your eyes will pop out of your head. If you're obviously looking for that real success, if you're looking for fake success, it won't matter what's on my channel. It won't matter. Have a good night, people.